Hello, thank you for watching. My name is Lauren, if you're new to me, and I am sharing this video because tomorrow is the Summer Solstice. If you're into all things Druid and Pagan like me, then it is also known as Litha. I've had so many past lives as a priestess. Whenever I do pull myself tarot, which isn't very often, I always come up as the High Priestess. So I wanted to share something with you all to mark the longest day and the shortest night of the year. That's if you're in the Northern Hemisphere. If you're in the Southern Hemisphere, then you're going into winter solstice. But for us in the Northern Hemisphere, this is the point in the year where the light reaches its peak. I'm going to pull a card from my Light Worker Oracle, so hold on for that. And then for me, solstice, it's really a time of illumination, visibility, abundance and fullness. The seeds that we've been planting earlier in this year, they're really now starting to reveal themselves, and we can really see the results of our efforts because they're starting to bloom. And it's also a really beautiful reminder to pause and acknowledge what's already happening in our lives and what's already growing, because for so many of us, we focus on what we're missing, what we're trying to manifest, but the solstice invites us to celebrate what is already blooming. So rather than rushing through this moment, the solstice invites us to appreciate how far we are right now and just appreciate and honour how far we've come. For me, I'll be celebrating the solstice at a sunrise ecstatic dance. I'll probably do a wild water swim, and I might even get myself to a sound bath. So welcome to your solstice card pool. I'm working with, see the periscope tail, it's my cat. I'm working with the Work Your Light Oracle deck by Rebecca Campbell. She wrote an amazing book called Light is the New Black. If you resonate with being a light worker, old soul, starseed, this book, if you haven't read it, it changed my life. It changed my life, this book. Within about 6 months of reading this book, I walked out of my marriage. It was an unhappy marriage. I left a successful corporate career and started on my path to here. So the question I am going to ask this deck of cards is, what light within me is ready to be seen? And that feels very fitting for solstice. I've already cleansed the cards, so it's really important every time you work with cards to cleanse them, put them into piles, because the cards, you need to do that really every time you work with the cards, as in asking a different question or reading for someone else. And then the card that I have pulled for what light is ready to be seen is Soul Family. Call in your tribe. Wow, you don't have to do it alone. Look at that deck. Isn't it beautiful? So the first thing I felt, kind of the message, the solstice message, if you're watching this, is your soul family aren't just like people. They're the people that help you remember who you truly are. And you'll know who those people are because you won't have to put on a persona. You won't have to kind of pretend to be somebody you're not. Your soul family, you can be your true, authentic self. No filter, no kind of putting on various different hats or kind of trying to fit in. This is something I can really relate to, because it took me a very long time to find my soul family. And then once I did, everything just like clicked into place with those relationships. You'll see in the card, I work very much, if you're new to me, there is a guidebook for this deck. I won't be touching that. I kind of work with the symbology and my intuition. You can see whales, you can see dolphins there. They're from Sirius. Whales and dolphins are from Sirius, and your soul family doesn't even have to be like physical people that you've incarnated with right now. It can be your star family. It can be beautiful, beautiful beings like whales and dolphins. And I guess if you've been feeling isolated and disconnected for a long time, now's the time during solstice to bring in your soul family. I did this, you know, it took me a long time to meet my soul family. My soul family aren't my blood family. And it was as simple as the lady who taught me tarot actually gave me this kind of little ritual. It was to imagine going on a picnic, like walking through a tunnel, coming out of the other end of the tunnel into a beautiful park, and my soul family were all there on a big like picnic blanket, on a big picnic, beautiful sunny day, sat under a tree waiting for me. That's a little technique that you can use to bring in and manifest your soul family. And then go back to the question, what light within me is ready to be seen? You can see there's water in this card. The water actually looks quite calm. It doesn't matter what card you're working with, oracle cards, tarot cards. If water is in the card, as in you can see water, waters are linked to emotions, and I feel what the message that's coming through for solstice based on the question that I asked and the water here is honor your emotions without being overwhelmed by them. And if you honor and embody and embrace your emotions, then that's going to really help kind of shine, like brighten that light up within you. There's beautiful purple heather that these two figures are sat on. Purple linked to clairvoyance. We're not all clairvoyant. I mean, I'm a little bit clairvoyant. I'm much more clairsentient, and actually a lot of time I work with star seeds, old souls, light workers, predominantly clairsentience I'm finding. So very much kind of your intuition is kind of linked into your heart, and the message for what light within me is ready to be seen is linked to really trusting your intuition. Now's the time to trust your intuition, and by trusting your intuition, it's going to help shine your light to this world much brighter. And then you can see these two figures here. These two figures are sort of facing each other, hands, holding hands. I actually interpret one of these figures as kind of like the earthly incarnation right now, the ego. The other is the soul. Your soul is always with you, always, never leaves. Don't listen to any fear mongering you might hear about souls being severed from the body. Never. That only happens when your physical earthly body dies. And this is a reminder that you can always connect to your intuition, your higher self, your soul. And by connecting, listening to your soul, taking time out, put the phone away, turn off the TV, get out into nature, or a simple stay at home, turn everything off, sit in silence, meditate, the messages from your soul will come through loud and clear should you pay attention to them. And that's going to really help the light within you be seen. Thank you so much for watching. I've just realised I've been waffling on for nearly 7 minutes on just one card. Can you believe it? I'm kind of going to end this video with, you know, perhaps this next chapter as we're coming out, as we head out of solstice after the weekend, perhaps the next chapter in your life isn't about doing everything alone. Perhaps it's a matter of showing up, be your true authentic self. If you are your true authentic self, your soul family are going to find you because your light is going to be shining bright. That rhymes. Let me just introduce you because he just wants to say hi. Isn't he beautiful? He's a little house cat. He got out yesterday. That was like the longest half hour of my life. He came back, it was fine. Anyway, that was Jock. I'm Lauren. Thank you for watching. If you like this, give me a subscribe. And before I forget, I'd love to know what you're doing for solstice. I've shared with you what I'm doing, so drop a little comment below and share with us what you're doing for solstice. Whether it's you're in the southern hemisphere and it's summer solstice, or no, whether you're in the Northern Hemisphere and you're celebrating summer solstice, or you're in the Southern Hemisphere celebrating winter solstice. I'd love to know. Bye.